Okay, so let's review that frickin' Crosby Taglianetti sequence because there's a lot to go over. The Penguins lose, whatever. We'll get to that. We'll do the PFR later. This is my hallway. Very nice hallway. Dumoulin has, playing hockey. He breaks his stick. Oh, no. And Crosby, being the good Samaritan he is, he's like, here, Dumoulin, take my stick. Dumoulin takes Crosby's stick, gets the puck, passes it to Kris Letang. Remember that, because Kris Letang has the puck right now. Steve can be Kris Letang. And the puck goes to Kris Letang. Dumoulin has Crosby's stick. Keep that in mind, because he gets the secondary assist on this play, and he uses Sidney's Crosby stick to get it. So Sidney Crosby has two different sticks on this play. Crosby doesn't have a stick. Oh no, what does he do? He goes to the bench. He rushes to the bench. They're actually replaying it right now, which is hilarious. And Jon Taglianetti, Peter's son, former Penguin player, it's like, here you go, Sid. And he gets the new stick. He goes in, joins Kris Letang, gets the puck, rebounds in front, and Crosby freaking scores. What an incredible sequence. I hope you guys like my Jay's illustration here. This is Owen's illustration. And I'm out of breath. I'm really out of shape, man. I understand you have to have like game times and like scheduled with television and all that, and that's like the main reason why we're not doing continuous overtimes. But ditch the shootout. Like, the Penguins probably, I think they played better in this game. Probably should have shot the puck more, but they lost this one 2-1 in the shootout to Carter Hart and the Philadelphia Flyers. Let's go over the lines. We obviously have a new addition. Jeff Carter makes his debut, and Taglianetti might as well just, join the offensive units because that was an incredible assist that he had on that Crosby goal, which I totally did a thorough job of demonstrating a little bit earlier. McCann moves to the left wing on the second line, which as of right now, it's okay because, I like him in the top six because he's, had a great season. But again, if you've been around this channel for a while, you know that I want Jared McCann to be the Penguins' third line center. I don't think having Crosby, Malkin, Carter is good because you have, a lot of older veterans and you need young speed with Blueger and McCann. Anyways, that's aside the point. Right now, he's on the left wing. Zucker moves over to the right side, and Carter's your second line center. Aston-Reese, Blueger, Rodrigues, Sceviour, Jankowski, Lafferty. Zahorna is a healthy scratch. And then on the injury front, Frederick Gaudreau is now hurt, joining Mark Friedman, Malkin, Kapanen, of course, and then Brandon Tanev is out longer than I expected, at least. I thought it was just going to be out for like a week. I didn't really look into the injuries because it's Brandon Tanev, and he's an absolute, a gritty man, and I did not expect him to be out this long because, Ron Hextall has confirmed that he might not even be back before the start of the playoffs, which is very unfortunate. But anyways, that's it for the lines. Let's go over the game itself. Net mouth scrambles and blocked shots. That's the two things that defined this game. The Philadelphia Flyers looked like the New York Islanders and the former Rodor New Jersey Devils out there. They were playing pretty good defensively, and it worked. They limited the Penguins to only one goal and one in the shootout. This was a weird game, especially in the first period. I thought the first period was boring as hell. And I don't like saying hockey games are boring because hockey's the greatest sport on earth, and I love hockey, and I love Penguins Flyers. But the Penguins didn't get a shot until halfway through the first period, and Bryan Dumoulin had it on a breakaway. Since 2016, the Penguins have been averaging 4 goals a game against the Flyers, and Carter Hart has been pulled I don't know how many times, Elliott as well. And the Penguins have lit up the Flyers in these past couple of meetings. Tonight was just a complete fluke, and I don't really understand what happened, especially in the first period, where, again, I think the Penguins had 3 shots. You just can't do that. It doesn't take common sense. A team like the Flyers that are 30th in the NHL, there's 31 teams, one of them is the Buffalo Sabres, so they're last in the NHL in goals against. You got to shoot the puck more. And Carter Hart is not a good goaltender. He's not. He got the first star of the night. What? No, he wasn't terrible in this game, but it was because the Flyers were playing good defense. I thought Justin Braun had a good game. I thought Travis Sanheim had a good game. I didn't think Carter Hart had a good game. Speaking of Carter, the actual good Carter, the Chad Carter, not the bad Carter, He looked pretty good in this one. Jeff Carter, in overtime, he almost had a breakaway there. If he just would have, had his head on the swivel, maybe this could be a different story with Carter scoring against his former team in overtime. It would have been a great story, but it didn't happen. He did have some good looks, though. He had about 3 or 4 good chances. I think he had 2 shots. He was good in the faceoff dot as well and defensively. He still got it, but, he's not always going to. And, again, my trade thoughts, which I'll in the card or whatever. My overall trade thoughts, I like the move, but I don't like the fact that he has another year on it. That's essentially it summed up. And the Penguins get on the board first in this one, and that was that whole sequence I went over. I'm not even going to try to explain it again, but long story short, Sidney Crosby breaks his stick, and he gets a stick from the bench from Jon Taglianetti, who was my first star of the night, and he scores, and it was incredible. Good stuff. Crosby 17th, but right off in the third period, Jake Voracek scores. It was only a matter of time before the Flyers were going to end up scoring, and the Penguins only being able to get one crazy goal with Letang. I know the focus on that goal was Taglianetti. Letang powered to the net, and that goal was not scored without him. So I thought he had a good game tonight as well. But the Penguins, they should have scored more, and that hindsight's a bitch. But not after Nolan Patrick gets decked in the face. I wasn't really watching closely, and I was watching the Penguins broadcast, so they didn't really mention if he was back on the ice. I don't think he returned. Very unfortunate that it happened to him, given his history with migraines and things like that. And, probably the worst player to happen to, getting hit in the head like that. I posted on Twitter a couple days ago this image. And this is a team I put together a while ago, considering you have some of the former teams on there. Joe Thornton still with the Sharks in this one. All of these players have something in common. And your hint, since we're talking about them right now, is it's somewhat related to the Nolan Patrick incident tonight. And keep in mind, there's also no goaltenders on this team. First person you get this right, I don't know. Jake shake on me, something like that, after he scores or something like that. I'll be very surprised if someone gets this. Now, late in the game, Travis Konechny takes a penalty. Dumoulin and Crosby are in on the play, and they get tripped up, and they get a hold on it. And that is a penalty. I want to know your guys' thoughts in the comments below on this one, because it was a penalty, but the argument is, well, it's a 1-1 game. There's only less than 2 minutes left in the game. You shouldn't be calling like this. Put the whistle in your pocket. But it's still a penalty. You would call that in the first 5 minutes of the game. I don't know. The Penguins are unable to score on that penalty, though, and they go to overtime, and the Penguins take a penalty in overtime. I thought the Penguins played great on the penalty kill, and, they deserve a win after that, in my opinion, but they don't because, time, and the game ends and goes to a shootout. Guentzel scores, Giroux scores, Crosby misses, Couturier scores, Letang misses, and the Penguins lose this one 2-1 in the shootout. My 3 stars are Crosby after that incredible sequence, Taglianetti, and Travis Sanheim. Him or Justin Braun, I thought played good defensively for the Flyers. I'm not going to give it to Carter Hart or Jake Voracek. I'll never do that, unless it's an April Fool's Day joke. But standings update: the Penguins got a lot of favors tonight. The Bruins beat the Islanders 4-1. The Sabres beat the Capitals 5-2, and the Rangers beat the Devils, which doesn't really help out the Penguins, 4-0. Obviously, the Flyers get 2 points in this one, but the Penguins do get that very important point. They're at 57 points. Standings update: the Capitals are in first with 60, Islanders second with 58, Penguins third with 57, and then Boston with 52. Rangers with 48, and Flyers with 46. Flyers are probably going to miss the playoffs, and I'm so happy to say that. Next Thursday, a week from now, I will be in attendance for the Penguins New Jersey Devils game. I'm so excited to go. I'll be going with my boy Devlin. I'm so excited. It's been over a year since I've been able to attend a Penguins game. It's been since 2019. PFR will obviously be crazy for that one. If any of you guys are planning on going that game, please let me know. Maybe we could meet up. But don't mug me or rob me. I've already been robbed before. And I'm very excited. Penguins play the Sabres this weekend as well. So hopefully they'll get 2 good wins against the Sabres. But I don't know, they beat the Capitals tonight. Also, I posted if the Penguins 2016 and 2017 Stanley Cup champions ended like sports movies. I'm very proud of that one. I thought that one was funny. You guys should go check that out as well. Thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Love you all 3,000. And if you don't like my opinions, well, too bad. These are my own opinions. I'll catch you guys for the next PFR in the next video.